Welcome to Rachel Wolf Movement. Today we're doing a full body Pilates class for beginners. So you'll start on your back and we'll do some pelvic clocks. All right, so hands down alongside the hips, knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. Let your hip bones pull toward your ribs and pull away. So this is moving the pelvis up and down in a tuck, back to extension, which is more of an arch back position. And you're just going to continue moving the pelvis forward and backward. We also call this flexion and extension. Flexion and extension. Now I want you to drop your right hip down so you're in a little bit of a twist to the right and over to the left. From right to left, from right to left. I'm exaggerating it so you can see it, but I want you to keep your knees still. And now try it without moving your knees. And it's much more subtle. The knees might move just a little bit, but you're trying to keep them as still as possible by keeping the feet flat on the floor. Okay, now we're going to take it into those clocks. So we're imagining the circular position of the pelvis. Let the hips tuck, and then you're going to move towards the left hip. Go into that extension, right side. So tuck, go left, and then we go into extension, right side, tuck, left, extension, right side, tuck, left side, go into extension, right side, tuck. Now we reverse it, hold that tuck, go right, extension, left side, tuck, right side, extension, left side, tuck, right side, extension, left side, tuck, right side, extension, left side, tuck. One more, right side, extension, left side, tuck. Okay, now find that tucked position. Hold that tucked position. Start to drop the ribs down towards the hips, creating this crunch in your abdominals. Begin to roll the pelvis up one vertebra at a time. Now we're going to keep this crunch in the core, so we're not lifting up so high that the ribs begin to pop up and the pelvis drops. We want to keep that connection in the front, keeping that crunch of the core, which turns on the back side of the body even more, the glutes, the hamstrings. Then roll down one vertebra at a time. Exhale, we tuck. Hold that tuck. Keep that crunch of the core and roll down, coming back to neutral. So neutral is the center between all of those positions of the pelvis on the clock. It's right in the middle. We tuck, curl, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower one vertebra at a time. 3 more. And release. 2 more. And 1 more. And lower it down. Now I want you to find that neutral position, so we're not tucked, we're not arched, we're not leaning on one side of the hip, we're right in the middle of everything. Keep that positioning, that flat back, slight drop down of your ribs so that core stays engaged, and lift straight up and straight down. Don't lose that position, maintain it the whole time. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. You might feel the glutes a little bit more in this one and less hamstrings. 5 more. 4. Try to come down with resistance. 3. Meaning don't let gravity just pull you down. Come down nice and slowly. Good. And then release it. Hug the knees into the chest. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Pull the left leg in. Getting a nice glute stretch on the right side. If this is too much, you can keep that foot on the floor and just gently press that right thigh away. Now we'll extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, flex the foot, Inhale and exhale. Now we'll switch sides. Left ankle crossing over the right. Pull the right leg in, getting that nice glute stretch. And send the right leg up to the ceiling, flex the foot. And you can bend that knee, bringing both feet flat on the floor. All right, we're finding that tucked position again. So the lower back is now touching the mat, but you're not hard pressing it down, because that's a different position. If we hard press it down, then the ribs stay flared. So I want you to tuck the tail and drop the ribs, creating more of that abdominal crunch here. Don't tuck so much that your pelvis lifts off of the mat. So you're just tucking enough to bring the lower back touching down on the mat and the ribs drop down. Now maintain that position. Bring your right leg in tabletop. Make sure your pelvis is not going side to side like we demonstrated with our pelvic clocks. Keep the hips even and then lower that foot down. Now the other side, keep that tuck. So we're alternating as we maintain the pelvic tuck and the ribs down the whole time. Breathe. Both hip bones are pushing down evenly. So remember, not doing side to side in the pelvis. One more each side. Both feet come down and release into neutral, letting everything relax. Find that tuck again. Bring your right leg up into tabletop. Left leg or left arm comes up. We extend away and come back to center. Reach away, hold that tuck of the pelvis. Try to keep those ribs down. Keep the core nice and active. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Bring the foot back to the floor, hand comes down. Neutral, take a break. Now find that tuck again, drop the ribs down. Left leg comes into tabletop, right arm lifts up. Extend the limbs away, come back to center, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, back to center. Maintaining the tuck and the ribs down as best as you can. Now when this arm goes back, the ribs are going to elevate a little bit, that's okay, but you're still placing the attention there. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring it in. 3 more. 2. Both hips pressing down, 1 more. And return that foot. Okay, now you're going to bring your right leg into tabletop and your left leg. This is a progression. If you need to keep 1 foot down and repeat what we did, you can do that. Now you're going to take the right leg out and back in. We're keeping that slight tuck. The left leg out and back in as we alternate. Maintaining that little tuck and ribs dropping down. So the core stays active the whole time. Don't lose that tuck. If you feel like you're losing it when your leg goes out, then take it up instead, which will make it a little bit easier. We extend out and pull in, keeping both hips evenly pressed into the mat. And bring 1 foot down, the other, back to neutral, take a break. Okay, here's our final progression. If this is too much, just dial it back down to what we did before. 1 leg up, then the other, both arms up this time. Find that little tuck, brace through the core, hold it here. Right arm, left leg extends out, pull it back in, and we alternate. This is challenging in itself doing the ab work, but coordination wise, it is also difficult. So if you feel like you're all over the place, that's okay. It just takes practice to get this down. Keeping that tuck of the tail the whole time. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, bring it back in. If your back's starting to arch, it may be too much. You're just going to extend the leg up to the ceiling instead. If it's still too much, bring one foot to the floor or the hands to the floor. One more each side. And you can hug both knees into the chest, rock side to side, giving that lower back a nice little massage. Okay, we'll bring it onto the belly. Place the thumbs in alignment with the chest. Tuck the toes under, and you're just going to pull one heel down and then relax, and then the other heel down and relax, just to create a little bit of length in the front of the pelvis. Draw the elbows down, shoulders pull away from the ears. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Keep the back of the neck long as you do this. Now, notice how I'm not lifting all the way up to this position. I'm keeping it small because I'm focusing on letting my back muscles do most of the work instead of pushing up with my arms, with my triceps. Let's do 3 more. 2 and 1. Now place the forearms down, shoulders over the elbows. Make sure you're not hanging out in this position with your ears up in, or your shoulders up into the ears. You want to push down into the forearms, lift the chest away, get really long through the spine and neck. Then we're going to readjust the pelvis by tucking the left toes under, pull the heel back. Do it on the right side. Tuck the right toes under, pull the heel down just to find some more evenness through the pelvis. You can do it a couple more times if it feels helpful. And then readjust those shoulders over the elbows. Bend your right knee. Pull the heel to the glute. 1, 2, point and release. Left side. 1, 2, point and release. So remembering our pelvic clock exercise in the beginning, we are not going side to side in the hips. You're going to keep the hip bones pressing down into the mat the whole time. So this requires stability through the other side. So right now we're working the right side. The left hip needs to stay down. When we work the left side, the right hip needs to stay down. So really focusing on one side being the mobility side and the other side being the stability. Gentle pull of the belly button up. Just bringing attention to the lower abs. We still want to engage them here. And we finish on this side. And now you're going to bring it over onto your right side. Place the hand underneath the head. So we're in the side lying position. Knees are bent, feet are together. Try to lift your right side waist off of the floor just a little bit so you're not fully collapsed. Just a small little space under the side of the waist. Feet together. We lift the knee and lower the knee. The hips stay stacked the whole time, so make sure you're not lifting the legs so high that the hips start to rock back. We want to keep the hips stacked and push the feet into one another, and you're going to feel that even more in that glute. Exhale, lift, inhale to lower. Try to keep the knees stacked. Also, if you see this knee coming way back and this one forward, that means your pelvis is moving. So 3 more, 2, and 1. Bring it up onto your forearm. So bring the elbow in alignment with the hips. Just check, make sure you're there. And then you're going to take that left hand behind the head. We press down into the forearm and the feet to lift the hips up and dip back down. Exhale up, inhale lower. Getting a little bit of our obliques here. Also working side of the hips. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, 3 more. And 1 more. Come all the way back down, supporting the head. Extend the top leg out. We flex the foot, kick the leg forward, point, kick it back. Keep the stack of the hips the whole time. You can even place your hand towards your sacrum and feel that the hips stay even. Keep that foot lifted to the height of the hip, little lift of that waist. Bottom knee presses hard and firm into the floor. So make sure that bottom knee doesn't lift or move. So remember, the bottom leg is the stability leg. This one's the mobility. This is the one that's moving. So we equally focus on both. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Bring that leg straight out from the pelvis, point the toes, and circle the leg, keeping those hips stacked. Really drive your bottom knee down into the floor. The bottom foot drives into the floor, the whole leg pressing down to keep that side stable. And reverse. Deep breaths. 5 more. Try to keep the body as still as you can. 2 and 1 more. Come all the way up and we change sides. Supporting the head, knees are bent, feet together, hips are stacked. Lift the top knee up and lower. Make sure that bottom waist is slightly lifted. Push the bottom leg down into the floor. You have 3 more, 2, and 1 more. Come up onto your forearm, right hand behind the head. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Using your obliques. Keep those shoulders stacked. 3 more, 2, and 1 more. Come all the way down, support the head. Extend the top leg, flex, kick forward, point, kick it back. Keep those hips stacked. You can feel on your sacrum and make sure the hips are in alignment. Drive the bottom leg down into the floor. Keep a little lift of the waist up as best as you can. So your ribs are touching, your side ribs, but you're trying to just lift a little bit underneath the ribs, between the pelvis and the rib cage, that space on the waist. Hold that leg and circle. Continue driving that bottom leg really heavy into the floor, working on the stability side. Relax the shoulders. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Now reverse it. Tighten lower abs to help you stabilize. Keep the stack of the hips. Check the pelvis. Make sure it's even. And don't forget about that bottom leg. So much to think about. 3 more. 2 and 1. And bring it all the way in. Have a seat on the mat. Separate the feet as wide as the mat. Take the hands behind the head. Sit up tall. We twist to the right, 1, go a little further, 2, back to center. Twist to the left, 1, go a little further, 2, back to center. Don't let your hips or your heels move. Keep them still. If you're really tight here and you feel like you're rounding and your knees are bending, then you can prop yourself up onto a pillow or a yoga block or bolster. And that'll give you a little bit more space in your spine. Twist, twist, center, twist, twist, center. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, one more each way. Place the hands down and slide them forward, drop the head, and bring them back up. Good. Exhale, we slide forward and back up, sitting tall. Coming into that rounded back shape, and as you come all the way up, stacking the spine. Three more. Two. And one more. Place the hands behind you. Bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Lift your hips up into a reverse plank and drop the hips down. Now you have other options for your hands. If this bothers your wrist or it's too much on the shoulders, you can turn the fingers out. Try it like this, or maybe drop down onto the forearms and lift like that. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, lower. We're really working to drive the hips and chest up towards the ceiling as high as we can. This is great for opening up the chest and shoulders. Most of us are super tight here. And it also helps to work on the back body, the spinal muscles, the glutes, the hamstrings. Three more. Two. And one more. And then we shift on to hands and knees. We set up for a forearm plank, shoulders over the wrists. We're going to stay down onto the knees, knees together. Shift forward. Now don't let your pelvis sag to where your back starts arching. Keep a lift and tuck your tail under. Make sure your knees are on an angle and not here. So you don't want your butt up in the air. You won't feel the abs working at all if you're there. So you need to drop a little bit. As you push down into the elbows, lift the chest away from the floor. Keep that tuck of the tail. Deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the chin down slightly towards the chest. Neck stays long. One more breath. And you can sit back into a child's pose. Take a nice rest here. Drop the head. You worked so hard today. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.